Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 2.3% there. On the S&P Nasdaq 2.7, along with the semiconductor, Dow, Russell 2000, transport, banks, energy, biotech, healthcare, home builders, utility, retail, emerging market, every single sectors down about 2 to 3% today. Looks like home builders held up a little better along with retail, but everything else down more than 2% today. Bitcoin, gold, silver miners are down quite a bit as well. Dollar up, oil down, treasury bond flat, VIX popped. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday, right? Yes. And we opened slightly down. We see that gapped out right there. The problem with that move in the morning, you can see that my micro-term moving average on that first hour, it is now acting as resistance all throughout. Was not able to get above that micro-term. And then once we lost that short-term right here, do you see that? So the short-term moving average acting as support right here, and then here, and then all throughout first like 4 hours or so. Once we lost that, that short-term moving average on that 5th hour, all hell broke loose. All the stops are getting taken out. Fear is coming back into the market. All the people panicking and freaking out, hitting that exit button, and that's pretty much what happened on that 6th hour. And so with that panic mode that we saw in the last hour, we didn't even flinch right on that midterm moving average there. We just busted right through. Keep in mind, you can see the midterm moving average does carry an impressive resume. And I talked about the fact that, was it like Monday or Tuesday, that there's a chance we're gonna go and retest that midterm moving average. Keep in mind, we're slightly below the midterm right here. You can see. And sometimes slightly being above or slightly being below doesn't always mean it's a confirmation that, that midterm moving average has been broken. So if bulls, because that midterm moving average, the trajectory is slightly, the upwards movement. So if bulls, if they want to turn things around and they need some desperate attempt to turn this in some sort of a miracle move, if they want to do that, they need to see some crazy shenanigan up move where we see some sort of gap up and then need to reclaim the short to mid-term moving or short-term and then micro-term moving average like tomorrow or Monday, or we're gonna struggle for the month of June. I've been talking about this entire week. Whoever fills the gap, remember the battle of the gaps from last night's analysis? There's a gap right here that's been filled. Whoever fills the gap first is gonna be the winner for the month of June. Right now, bears fill that up gap. Buyers couldn't fill that down gap. So now things are looking very, very hectic for the bulls for this month, unless there's some super fast, some crazy miracle shenanigan up move that's gonna happen either today or tomorrow or on Monday. If not, bears are coming down. Bears are eyeing on this up gap that was opened up right here. That was opened up back in May 26th. I did a little Fibonacci here. You can see 100%, 0. So I'm basically measure from here, right, to the low and the peak. And you can see 50% comes to that gap area. And definitely that's a level of interest because that's going to be a gap, potentially a gap support. And the last level of fib, which is currently residing at about 394. So what bulls need to do, and this is a last chance, right? You don't want to see this market making new lows, getting below 380. You protect this level with everything you have. If not, you will not survive, and things will get very, very difficult. Check out that oscillator. See if we can extract any more information. So that oscillator, well, finally we're seeing some, you know, that oscillator and in the price kind of going together. Because you can see there are times where, you know, we did see that oscillator coming down, price move sideways. We kind of looked at that as like correcting through time. Well, we broke down without feeling this down gap. You see that? The down gap was crucial. Bulls needed to feel that down gap. Now that that down gap wasn't filled, bears smelled weakness. Talked about that. As soon as bears smell weakness, you know, that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring it down. And now what bears need to do, they need to bring that oscillator all the way to the bottom of its band and keep pushing it down, going it down to about 397, 394. And these levels right here is gonna at least provide short to micro term support in that vicinity. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Look training tomorrow.
You wanna fuck with me? Okay. You wanna play games? Okay. I'll play with you. Come on. Okay. You wanna play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little